Oh yeah, I changed it up on y'all tonight. Woo. Let it roll for a minute. Woo. Wait, what's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy headquarters, and America's team? It's your guy G, the number one Cowboy fan, Hampton, coming at you live, direct, and correct with some Mo news. That's right, I said Mo news, MO news that you can use. And here we are on Monday Night Mic'd Up. Give it up. Yeah, we're back in the house again. Talking about the greatest team in the world, Craig. That's right, the our Dallas Cowboys. Give it up one more time. Yeah, so I hope everybody's doing all right on this Monday night. As for me, I am ready for this short weekend because the 4th of July falls on a Thursday. I'm off Thursday, and guess what? I'm taking Friday off. That's what I said. I'm taking Friday off, man. I got vacation, whole new year of vacation. Boy, look at here. I'm finna, what? Finna get in it. But anyway, so it's a short week for me, man, and I'm excited, man, and get ready to enjoy this 4-day weekend, maybe 5. You never know. But here we are, man. Monday night mic'd up, man, with your guy G, number one Cowboy fan, Hampton. Coming with some more content. You know, again, I want to thank all those that has been on here, players and former players that has been on the channel. And man, just thank everybody. So before I get started, I'm gonna get right on into this. I got something. I got a special guest on here tonight. I'm telling you, man, we come with content. But before we get started, I got to give a big shout out to all those that show support to the Cowboy Huddle podcast. Let's give it up. Yeah, a big thanks to the Cowboy Huddle podcast, Facebook, Cowboy Fan 365. I'm gonna tell you something, Cowboy Fan 365. Don't you come in there with no filler, cause boy, I'm gonna tell you, those folks, they will let you know, man. They'll boo you. Boo! So give big props to Cowboy Fan 365. We them boys, 520 boys. Queen of Honor by Cowboy Fan Club Mexico. Cowboy Fan Zone 24/7 Guadalajara. You hear me? And my crew all the way from the west side. Hard Hitters Lifestyle. And our other crew from the West Coast. One Star, One Family. Again, give it up for all the social media groups that share our content in their groups. Give it up. Sheesh. Oh yeah. Again, man, I say that to say this, that you know, without everybody supporting and what you guys have contributed to this channel, man, we would not be where we are today. I guess my music is a little bit too loud. Let me bring it down just a little bit. I'm jamming. But anyway, so with that being said, I got to go on to the second. See, my administrator, she's not here, so I got to do this. So let me get into this before I get into the show tonight. So give it up. Yeah, here we go. The Cowboy Huddle podcast apparel. Yeah, we got apparel. Give it up. Yeah, great for tailgates, parties, home games, as well as away games. Visit our website at www.cowboyshuddleapparel.com and browse for all our apparel. What you see here is just some of the stuff we got. Like I said, we got throw blankets, we got tumblers, we have we have sneakers. That's what I said. We got Cowboy Huddle podcast sneakers. Give it up. Come on now. Y'all don't believe me? Okay. But again, I want to thank everybody for that has purchased our apparel and has been rocking our apparel. Again, I always say send your pictures in because we'll throw you up here on the show here and let you rock out. And, hey, that's what we do. So, but anyway, let's get on into this Monday night mic'd up, man. And tonight, man, I got a special guest. One of my hometown friends, man, that we've been kicking it for, man, since like soccer players. And he's a big time Cowboy fan, man. And, he's a DJ. He do a lot of stuff, man. But this dude here, what I can say, man, he's a diehard, and we only bring diehards on here. So with that being said, without further ado, I got to give it up to our guy. Texas is in the house. Give it up.
What's up, man?
Yeah, man. What's happening?
What's up, G? Oh, man, doing the thing, man. Waiting on this season to start, man. It ain't coming quick enough.
Bro, tell me about it, man. It can't come quick enough, and it's just, it's quiet. It's quiet, and everything is pretty much slow boogie right now. But we working towards the training camp, man. So how you feeling right now on this Monday night mic'd up? How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. Everybody talk about the team. We really ain't lost nothing. We didn't lose no starters like they think. So I think they just really wanted us to bring everything in, but we got a lot of key star players that's already hurt.
Yeah, that's so true. But and hey, I agree with you on that, bro. So yeah, that's something to talk about, man. We definitely need to get. I'm trying to get everything set up here, but yeah, that's something we need to talk about, man, because everybody got their opinion. Everybody got their opinion about the Dallas Cowboys, man. I mean, it's like everybody, regardless what's taking place. But guess who's always in the news? It's them Cowboys. Give it
You
up.
see it. You see
You
it.
understand? Yeah, yeah. So that's what's going on. So here, man, let's get right on into this, man. I did put a title on this, man. It says Malik Hooker goes public about Micah's public podcast.
Right. Right.
Let me say that again. Malik Hooker goes public about Michael's public podcast. So let's get on into this. Texas, let you tell me what you think. So I don't know if you know what took place. So there's a kind of big thing between Micah and Malik. Malik, made comment about Micah, and his, focus and his attention to the team versus the podcast. And Micah has something to say as well. So I'm just going to kind of read this so you can kind of get an insight of what's going on. So it says during a recent appearance on All Facts No Break with Keyshawn Johnson, Cowboys safety Malik Hooker was asked which player should be prioritized the most when it comes to contract extension. Hooker did not hold back at all in giving his true feelings as he chose Micah Parsons, last of the four players, saying that Parsons still has a lot to prove. It says Micah still has a lot to prove. He's done a great job his first couple of years in the league. Don't get me wrong, he's a fantastic player, but I feel like Micah still has a surface that he doesn't even know that he can scratch as far as what he's doing. I would say Micah's last just for that reason. Hooker said on the podcast, according to Spun. Now this is not only a harsh message that Hooker had for Parsons either. He also seemed to have taken shots at Parsons' commitment to the team by criticizing his dedication to his weekly podcast. So, with that being said, Texas, and I can get on a little bit deeper right quick. Let me go through this and we can talk about it. My advice for Michael would be just make sure we're all right, Hooker said, because if we're at work and the run game's terrible, but you're doing a podcast every week and you know the run game is terrible, then what are you really caring about? Are you caring about the crowd that was watching the podcast, or are you caring about the success of our team and the Super Bowl that we're trying to reach? She, that's a lot, tweet. That is a lot. That's a lot.
I, I seen the video. I seen it.
You seen the
I think it
video?
was. I seen it. It wasn't slight as that, but the reason why he broke that down is was he said CeeDee Lamb now that doesn't have next, but then he said Michael still got another year that he need to get paid. So far as that, with the youngsters, man, it's not this young generation. We can't get it hard like it used to be. You got to really kind of make it easy, like with the kids. You got to kind of pat them on the back. They not built how it was. When our coach told us to do something, the kids are, well, let me not call them kids, the young men's are running the NFL because they can hold
Yeah.
out for the contract. They can hold out. Back in the day, we coming out the hood, we ain't holding out for nothing. If they
We
gave us
balling out.
500, if they gave us $500, we out there on a broke ankle. But so
You understand?
the way life is now, man, is just really different. I think Michael Parsons, if you can't talk to the youngsters because then you're scrutinizing. But I think he's a good player. I think he's good. And I can't blame him on the run. I think it was the scheme of Dan Quinn. I got to give it to him. Dan Quinn fumbled the ball. I can't say that was just. It's good. We play good defense against nickel, but against them I formations, two tight end,
Too tight
12
end.
men, 11,
Yeah.
11 men front. We can't do nothing with it because they running the ball. But you got it's like Mozzie Smith. They wasn't playing Mozzie Smith the way he need to play. So many things we go in. how the defense didn't develop because we couldn't play the run. All they had to do was whatever the 49ers did. The Cardinals showed us that week. Now they go to now they go into the what is that? The Commanders. We want to call them, the other
Yeah.
name. The Commanders. Now they want to buy some linebackers. But we had linebackers that we wouldn't even play this year anyway.
Yeah.
We stayed with safeties. We had linebackers from Texas that they wouldn't even play. They didn't play and give them a chance. And
Yeah.
so, they really can't talk like that because they want to pick you off the street. So you can't badmouth the coach if you ain't got that you ain't it. So man, I
Yeah.
think they'll be okay just talking. I think Mike will get heartbroken. They just
Yeah. No, and
no.
you made a good point there, man, because Malik Hooker it said it in the fact in a way to where I've been in the league longer than you, Micah. I'm a veteran. You're still trying to get there. And it's no offense to Micah, but and maybe Malik Hooker don't have the name that Micah has, but I'm still in the game, is what Malik is saying. I'm still in the
He
game.
had it. He
Yeah,
had it though. He had it though.
exactly. And
Malik
and
Hooker had
and
it though.
yeah, and so with that being said, I don't think Malik Hooker was trying to basically call. Well, hell, if he was, I don't matter. It don't bother me because I kind of felt the same way. Michael, you doing too much on podcast, bro. I need your attention on this team. So I think Malik felt the same way. But again, he said he's young. He's young. He hadn't even scratched the surface. So he's venturing out. But again, I've always had an issue of Michael trying to do podcasts and focus on football. I mean, why do you feel about that as far as Micah in this podcast situation?
I think I don't like it, but I think other players got to learn when you got a star player like that. Just say I plead the fifth, if you know what I'm saying, because
Yeah,
it's like if you
yeah,
don't answer, they just looking for dirt because the Cowboys. This is what I like when everybody not talking about the Cowboys because
right.
now
Oh yeah,
we play harder. Like really, to me, we all right. CeeDee Lamb get his contract. Y'all signed Zeke. We got Zeke back. I think I I don't like it, but leave it to us to do the podcast. But
yeah.
you got
Hey,
careers to do that. But I think
man, that's so true, man. And I don't mind now. So here it is in the off season. We ain't heard nothing from Michael. But Michael, you want to do your podcast during the season? That was my issue. I haven't heard anything about Michael doing podcasts throughout this off season. But it's like when the season
he fighting
started.
wrestlers.
Say that again.
He fighting wrestlers and stuff. He doing stuff that he don't need to be doing. But
Yeah, stuff like that, man. So this is what Malik is saying. Malik is saying, yeah, he's young. He's young. He got a long ways to go. He's only in his third year, or fourth year, and so yeah, he's gonna get there. So it's just like Big Brother talking about little brother. But here's the problem. So let me be the advocate, the devil's advocate that is. So Texas, how is it that Malik is going to talk about Michael being on a podcast when he's on a podcast?
well, that's true. But I think that's the off time, off season, really the way to contact because you can't talk to people straight up. You gotta send it through message to somebody else. It's kind of like having a girlfriend, having a wife, whatever you have. You might say something, they don't hear you. But if G said,
Yeah, yeah,
they hear it. I
yeah.
might tell my son something to do, and he's like, no, but then I take him to the hood and let one of them old dudes that used to do what I do tell him,
School him,
they gonna
school
listen
him.
to him. But he feel like his
Yeah.
daddy is squared up and got to work every day. I don't know what I'm talking about. So,
Well, we've
I
been through
mean,
that.
right. So there's just it's kind of like you certain people can't tell certain people anything, man. It's like you coach together. You'll tell me something, I tell you something. We like, okay, but we tell somebody else, they didn't hear us. So it's just,
And
man, it's just how you can reach certain people, man.
yeah,
And then
yeah. So
everybody else, and not to stop you, G, not to stop you, one more thing. And damn near probably everybody on the Cowboys team is scared of him. See, then Hooker don't have a problem because we've seen that part. Dan Quinn, he was already talking to Dan Quinn anyway. So if the Cowboys won't want to make a cut because Micah said so, he going to Washington.
I'm glad you brought that up because now so just because you and I coach together and I go coach somewhere else or I play somewhere else, that shouldn't ruin our friendship. So now I've heard some content creators and
Tampering.
yeah, they calling it tampering, but I mean, we done built this relationship. We homies. I mean, and I played for you. So what you want me to do? I'm just this is my opinion.
Yeah.
You want me to cut off all ties with the man that got me on the team and got me on the field.
Got me back,
Now,
got my career back started.
yeah. So again, what is the big deal on that? That Malik Hooker is still in contact with Dan Quinn. What are they thinking? He's gonna get? Oh, well, this is what they do over here at Dallas. I mean, yeah, I mean,
Well,
who wants to sabotage themselves? So,
but
how do you feel about that?
well, back in the day, I didn't realize I was looking at a buddy. We watching the game, and I didn't realize these coaches are dirty. The teams are dirty. They sabotage anything because Dan Quinn really sabotaged our season. Like
Mm,
you couldn't do nothing. Man, we
yeah,
gonna
that was
we gonna rush everybody. And my thing is, I knew it was because we never played zone the whole year. You hear me? And this one last game, you want to come out of zone. That's why we was missing the shot. We never played zone the whole year. We played man the whole year. But now you want to play zone? So sabotaging, yeah. And then you take all our players and you shoot. Yeah, that's kind of where if he wouldn't have did the game like he did and took overhaul most of the team that he could, that'd be cool. But you took every coach you could, every player you could. So of course it could be that. Now, G, if I ain't played for you and we talk, I played for you and you moved on to what's name and you ain't touched none of our players, it'll be cool. It's suspect. You hear
yeah,
me? It's
yeah.
suspect. Like you was trying to get Al Harris. We had to promote Al Harris. You trying to deplete us
Put a
on
block.
some stuff on you failed.
Yeah,
Like you failed in the Super Bowl years ago. And you didn't stand on it. You only got there by mistake. Everybody else didn't want to come there because they
mm.
know it's gonna take more years. Just because you got a quarterback, just because you got the team, you're not gonna be great because of that.
Let me say this here, cause before I forget, because I will forget, cause I got something in my cup and toast to the boogie, y'all.
My,
Toast to the
mine
boogie.
gone, mine gone.
Oh boy, you done tilted to the head. So let me ask you this. So we know that Dan Quinn had a hard time with this motion offense, and this motion offense comes from Kyle Shanahan, comes from the Rams coach McVay, and it
Okay.
comes from Green Bay coach LaFleur. These guys all come
Right.
from the same coaching tree. So we know that Dan Quinn had a hard time with this motion offense. Well, with the 49, well, yeah, like I said 49ers as well. They have a hard time with this motion, and we get beat in the dirt because we cannot stop this motion offense. So this is what I took from the beginning of that game against Green Bay. Knowing that we had a problem with the motion offense. So Dan Quinn is gonna come up with this scheme, this game plan to, well, you know what? We're not gonna play what we always play, but let's try this zone and see how this zone works against this motion offense. Fine, Dan, you can do that. But damn, Dan, after halftime and you don't make no changes, or before halftime you see it's not working, you might want to make a change. Now, Again, I can see that happening, but for Dan Quinn not to make any changes, it's suspect. It really is suspect.
Yeah. All you had to do is run a 9 wide, stay with the linebacker, stay with linebacker. But when you're trying to play stop the pass, stop the run with a pass defense.
Shoo. You
It
can't.
don't work.
Yeah, you.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, you can't. You
You
can't.
gotta get
I think that was our biggest problem, Texas. The thing about with us is, I saw this too many times. Dan Quinn could be facing a 6, 7 man front because they running 2 tight ends, and we only rushing 4 down linemen. I've seen it too many times. Like
you
Dan
gotta
Quinn, you are not matching up with this offensive line. They're running double type, and you only got 4 D linemen rushing. That means, and Tweet, you already know this. If you only got 4 down linemen and you got 7, you got a tackle. I mean, you got 2 tight ends, 2 tackles, 2 guard, and a center. You outnumbered. So what that means, one of those linemen is going to do what? Going to release downfield, put a body on the linebackers. They're going to run for about there in the 20 yards, right?
right. Then it's confusing because people don't understand. That's what made Tom Brady so great.
Yep. Max
Because he knew
protection.
he had extra blockers.
Max
Max
protection.
protection, we gonna block these tight ends. And if you put them corners on them tight ends, they're gonna run them down. You put the linebackers, they're gonna beat them. I don't understand why these people make football so hard. I mean, Tom Brady made it so easy, and Belichick so easy, but they make it so hard. Like that,
Yeah.
no time.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
It's hide your team weakness.
Yeah.
What?
So
Tackles, left tackles. So you double tight end. It's just we don't do the right thing.
yeah. So with that being said, we're moving on to the offense. So it's being told, man, CD Lamb not expected to report to training camp. So it's saying right here, Lamb is not expected to report to training camp if he does not have a contract extension. Uh, this was reported by Calvin Watkins of the Dallas Morning News. He says, I have no problem, no lack of confidence of our best being ready. Head coach Mike McCarthy said of Lamb's potential absence. Said Lamb has put his money where his mouth is by skipping mandatory minicamp, which has earned him more than $100,000 in fines. Those fines will continue to occur if Lamb misses training camp. Players on veterans contracts are fined $50,000 per day for training camp absences. So, okay, now I'm gonna ask you this because I'm tired of talking about it because my head hurt. What's the holdup, brother? What is the holdup between Todd
Well,
France? No, I'm sorry, not Todd France, but CD Lamb and his agent and Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones. What's the holdup? What's going on? What are you thinking, bro?
I think Stephen Jones, um, he moved different. He's seen his dad pay a lot of people, but Stephen Jones, like everybody understands, Jerry is not the problem. Jerry gonna pay him. Stephen is the man. We gotta stop putting everything on Jerry. Jerry is the face. Stephen Jones the man. Stephen Jones making all the picks. I have to argue with people. Jerry just the face. You know, he don't make a move. He don't make moves like that, man. I mean, we finally drafted right where we supposed to draft, but I don't, they paid Zeke when he held out. They paid Diggs. They paid Dez. They just want to pay him. They need to pay up, get up front, and pay earlier, but you want to pay him. That's it. It ain't nothing. They gonna pay him, but it's just like they gotta pay him. And that, then that with this money, we don't know what we're gonna do with that. That's another subject. We'll talk about that probably later on. But yeah, you gotta pay Lamb. You
So
know,
you know what? And you're right. Texas, you are right about that, bro. Because I remember when. Jerry was that guy. If you can't beat him, join him. He went out there and
Right.
got Deion Sanders. He went out there and got Charles Haley. He went out there and got Ken Norton. He went out there and even got Dez Bryant. Not saying that, I mean, not Dez Bryant, but Terrell Owens. Not to say that they won with Terrell Owens, but Jerry would pay for a Super Bowl. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
kind of like with you. Maybe Jerry is not making these moves. Jerry would
He's not.
always make a big splash. He's going to go get top-notch players to come in. So you might be on to something there, man. Steven might be the guy that's
Yeah.
calling all the shots.
He is. Him and Will McClay. You know, a lot of transpire on that. Like, say for instance, even when he bought Terrell Owens in, I read it. The coaches rather lose than win with some of these guys. They rather lose they way so stubborn because and say, "Oh, we didn't win." It's like Dez Bryant. Dez Bryant still had it, but because Dez Bryant still had it and did it his way, they don't want it. They want to push him away. He talked too much. If he learned to shut up, Dez Bryant would be here. But after he got that money, they definitely. It's like,
Yeah.
man, it's just like sometimes them two receivers, they want to tell the truth. But in this world, man, you can't tell the truth. You just got to be not when it comes to your money. It's like at work. They might be doing something wrong, but I used to be the guy, hey, you better let, and now that's gone. I'm the one lose my job. You hear me? So you can't speak up like that, G.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You just got to get your money and go home. And Dez left a lot on the field. He left
He
a
did.
lot, man.
Yeah,
And it
he
was too
left a
much.
lot on the table too, because he could have still been making money running his mouth, though.
Right.
You're
Yeah, he
right.
didn't know how to shut up. You get a million, and that's what's
But
wrong. You give a million, it's uncontrollable.
but see, CD has proven himself, bro.
I
CD
love
is a top
CD.
three. He's a top three receiver, and we treat him like he's slaw.
No, I think it's maturity though. It's like in that playoff game. I knew he was going to throw that ball to CD Lamb. When Dak threw that interception because you crying and whining. CD Lamb, you got to also grow the hell up. Everybody in the world knew he was going to CD Lamb because you be BSing. I don't even finna cuss, but they know you BSing. So now Dak like, man, I'm trying to make this dude happy. Throw it interception. But sometimes you got to have your poker face on, man. Y'all done already lost the game. Why are you going at that
So
team?
being one that played receiver in high school, and our quarterback wasn't the best quarterback. I remember my best quarterback was David Hammond. David Hammond was my guy. They didn't let him start on the varsity, so they used this other cat. Then they had Wonder White. Wonder White, shoot, he gonna look for me. Now
Right.
come my senior year, man. You know, this is when I need to be shining, man. I need the ball thrown to me, man. I'm trying to get somewhere. So, and I say that to say this here, Texas, is I'm kind of I kind of understand where CD is coming from, because I'm gonna tell you something what happened when you playing receiver, bro. My job is to get off that line, create separation, and get the damn ball. I come out the huddle, knowing this is coming to me. I line up in the slot or out wide. You right there, you trying to jam me. I give you a move, boom, boom, get past you, create separation, look over my shoulder, and my quarterback throws it short. And I'm not saying this is what Dak did all the time. So you let that go. Okay, let me get back to this hole. You run a couple of plays later. Yeah, that takes a lot. You keep running downfield to get open and the ball don't come your way. So after so many times you running this and you create, and knowing this guy across from you sucks, and you continue to create separation, now your quarterback ain't looking at you. So now the reason, and then you're right about it, he needs to grow up, but at the same time, this is a big game. I'm your number one receiver. You know, maybe we didn't
But
see that, but the pouting came is like, damn, man, I keep running out here, man. Damn, why you not throwing me the ball? Or man, you didn't even see me that time, or So I
can I?
don't know what happened, but I can see that's
I
probably
got you.
part of why CD.
I
Because I mean, we suck.
got you
We didn't
there.
score no points until 7 seconds in the second quarter. 7 seconds left in the
You
second quarter before we scored. So yeah, you frustrated. You see what I'm saying?
I'm
So
gonna tell you.
what's that?
But I'll tell you what's gonna happen.
Mm.
Everybody started playing us bubble coverage because we weren't running the damn ball. So everybody's just playing zone. If you're throwing, we just got everybody in the zone. So now you can't throw. If you would have just pound the ball, play action, we got now you got to bring people up. But if you're just spread out and everybody in the got they in a prevent defense, look like they wasn't everybody in prevent defense, and then they got 3 people on CD Lamb, so he's not going to be open. But if you run the ball like they did us, bring linebackers up. Now we can play action over the linebacker head. CD Lamb, we go to the half. But everybody knows
Right.
we're throwing the ball 50 times, and we don't have a Tom Brady or Peyton Manning on our team. They're the
Yeah.
only guys I know. You go 50 times, and damn, they're gonna win all of them.
Well, see, that's what.
Hold on, one more. Even our greatest quarterback ever played for us didn't throw the ball 50 times, brother. And I
No.
argue with people about that. Love them.
No.
Trey threw the
No.
ball 15 times. We ran it, we in it. Boom, win, go to the house. Right away.
Well, see that, and that's the problem right there. So if we didn't value Zeke, why did we release Zeke? And Zeke
I
is
think
back now.
well,
You
I
see what I'm
think they
saying?
just
Because I think that's all we needed was a piece of running game, a piece of a hard runner to get 5 yards of carry. That right there in itself, because you got to really look at this as well. Zeke's the last year he was here with us, he may not have had over 1,000 yards, but the man still had 12 touchdowns, and he still ranked third out of all running backs with 876 yards rushing with 12 touchdowns, and we saying that he was irrelevant. I just
I'm a,
feel that if we had Zeke last year, we missed our window of opportunity. That would have been
I
a better
agree.
running game to create the passing game. But here we are. Now we're bringing Zeke back. So
I
what do you feel
agree.
about that? I'm gonna let you have the flow on this.
I agree with you, but they overthought it because simple fact is Tony Pollard could not bury that load like that. Tony Pollard is not. He's a switch knife, so he cannot pound. Zeke can pound, and that's why Tony Pollard can come in and make his explosive runs. But trying to put all that on Tony Pollard, they got to be out their mind. He's not big enough. He's not strong enough. He's not heavy enough. He did it, but he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to take that penalty. He wanted to share with Zeke. He wanted the money, but he didn't want to do that whole load. He's a scat man. That dude like Warren Dunn. Like he don't want it like that. He
He
want to
can't.
catch it. He want to catch the toss. He too little. You
He
got
too
your
little.
body, man. Your body is too little.
Too
So
little.
running back, he not even built for it. He as a receiver.
Listen,
He really ain't that.
but here's the deal. Mike McCarthy. Before we even brought Mike McCarthy in as the head coach, but when we was looking for a coach, I said out of all coaches, I said, man, Mike McCarthy is that guy because of his experience, of him, working with Aaron Rodgers and his status, his resume. But I was bamboozled.
No,
I was
no.
bamboozled. Well, and the reason I say that, Texas, is I say that because we had Hunter Lupke as a fullback. Didn't we use Coons? Oh, did he use Coons up there in Green Bay? Did whatever that guy's name was up in Green Bay as a fullback? Why did we not implement a fullback in the game?
We started, but when that boy fumbled that ball,
One time,
the Cowboys, but they don't want to hear that right now. You can't make a mistake if you ain't that man.
bro. You don't know if you,
I do.
but you don't know if you
No,
that
I
man.
agree.
If
I agree with you.
I mean, you want a rookie, you put him in the game. a big game and he fumbles and you expect, well, you ain't gave him no reps, and then you expect, and then you gonna punish him?
I
That's
agree
that's
with you.
stupid.
I agree with you whole lot. I agree with you, and I felt the same. I was mad at him when he fumbled that ball though too. Though I ain't gonna lie to
Oh, I was.
you.
I was
I
I
was
was
mad
I was I was mad when Tony Pollard got snatched out the end zone because he could.
because he too young. Zeke would have fell forward.
All they had to do was
I'm
fall
telling you, if they was,
forward.
if you look at the Zeke would say, I'm gonna tell you something. I knew when they were just with Zeke, they was just grabbing the lineman was just grabbing Tony Pollard one arm, snatching him back every time. Zeke would, man, you would have to tear that jersey. That jersey would have been tote.
Because he
Because
gonna fall forward.
he falling forward. Tony Pollard was too little, man. I think design and I think this is if we can see it if we scout and see it, you don't think I tell people all the time, you don't think these dudes are getting paid millions of dollars don't scout and see, hey man, I see where y'all weak at. We was on the weak, on the run, and we wouldn't on the run and we wouldn't run the ball. Everything else we did just fine.
Well, this is where your boy Mike McCarthy said, I have all these analytical coaches. You had Brian Schottenheimer. Somebody had to figure something out, bro. You had two offensive coaches on the sideline, and nobody figured it out. So who we gonna blame on this thing, man? Everybody want to put it on Dak, but who we blaming? You got two coaches on the sideline. You got a quarterbacks coach, and all these guys could not figure out how to get past the 49ers. I mean, well, the Green Bay Packers. I mean, go figure.
Well,
Somebody.
coaching is coaching though, because on the time when they throw the ball, even last year, the year we lost to the 49ers, why we just didn't play good defense before? Why we just play defense? We trying to make Dak throw the ball. We had the whole game. We should have ran the ball and kicked the field goal like they did because they don't have what we got the best quarterback in the division. When necessary, when it's here. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree, but this Cowboys team, Texas, reminds me of you and I putting together a jigsaw puzzle. And boy, we own it. Boy,
Right.
we finally got them people, got the corners, 4 corners going. We working towards the middle, and we almost there, and we missing 3 pieces. We can't finish. We cannot finish the puzzle because we can't find the 3 pieces that needs to go in it. And what I mean by pieces is not just the players, but the pieces that's needed through the coaching, through the quarterback, and through the running back, through the receiver. It's always we're missing something in order to where we cannot complete the puzzle. It's
Right.
from decision making because we're in a situation now. We got 3 top players that needs to be signed, and look like we got to go to the cash checking spot over there off of Seminary. See if we can't get a loan on a car title or something.
Real.
I mean, that's
So
where we are. We got to get a loan from somebody to pay somebody or something, bro. But it's just like we cannot find those pieces to complete the puzzle for the last going on 30
so
years.
so what and that's been on coaching a lot.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
Michael Parsons though, and I do like Parsons to go back there because he did
Yeah.
bring the mentality of winning. A lot of these
Yeah.
dudes just want to go get their cash and go to the and put drip on and go wasn't Michael Parsons do care about winning. That's why a
Yeah.
lot of dudes did go let go because they seen, man, this dude a dog. Mike Parsons he's a dog, like, and these dudes, everybody wasn't
He
a dog. That's
cares.
why
He
a lot of players
cares.
a lot of players got swept out of there. And the Mari Coopers and some of the dudes, they was like we like Amari Cooper, but Mark Cooper, he get a finger broke, he wouldn't play. So it's a lot of these players that we don't know, and we know different players and different dudes that play with them that don't go live and say, but yeah, a lot of them dudes ain't dogs for it. They like it, but they don't love it.
Right.
So
Well, they playing
Parsons
for the check. They
love it.
playing for the check.
So Parsons love it as well. But the thing is, I think I think sometimes it's kind of like me. I think it's okay for him to go back. Just he had to bag away because I didn't do a podcast after the season because I had to bag away because I was emotional. I was
Yeah.
emotional behind it. I'm like, bro, I was like, man, I ain't look at no football. I can just come on, turn on 212, bro, on direct TV. They made me like, I ain't man. I'm watching movies, Tubi, and playing the video
You want to
games,
know?
man. I
You
ain't
want to
want to.
know parts? You
I'm
want to know
happy this
parts of?
hurt. No part. I won't wait till the draft, bro. I was out of it because I didn't know who was gonna do. So I get it. Sometimes it's therapy. This the first year I didn't do a draft. I didn't do a draft podcast, bro. I was like, I don't want to do it. They got
We
what I
did.
wanted.
We did a draft podcast, and one of the guys on there fell asleep, and we
Yeah.
knew he fell asleep. He disappeared on it, but yeah, old Chip fell asleep on it. But yeah, man. But I understand, and it gets that way, man. But it's good to have you back, fam. Believe me, it's good to have you
Oh,
back.
really, man. I appreciate to be back, man. It's just like,
So, it,
it's our backyard. I ain't gonna lie to that, man.
you better believe it. You better believe it. So now that we continue talking about Mike McCarthy and his whatever he called what he's doing. So let me see. Let me get this next time. We're gonna get into this one real quick. I had this. Where is it at? Oh, where is it at? Oh, let's see. It's over here. So Cowboys officials have said the organization don't want to set the salary market when it comes to retaining players, but the Cowboys receive criticism for waiting too long to re-sign their own, particularly Prescott, who seeks a third contract. What's the holdup, man? You got a quarterback out there that ain't been paid, man, and I'm telling you, we out of money, man. I mean, we're gonna have to start selling some popcorn. We're gonna have to sell some raffle tickets or something, bro.
Really, this is my thing, man, and I really think we made a deal for Trey Lance for a reason, man. We can't afford to pay that man $60 million and contain all those other players. That's what I feel. It was a deal. They waived Trey Lance money.
Ooh. Did you just
So
say that?
yeah, I said that out loud. So they didn't bring Trey Lance in for not a reason. And whatever he do, one thing about it, man, Dak has always had it. Like, because it's like with the Cowboys, and one thing I hated, none of our backups pushed the other player. That was
No.
on his really that was on
They didn't
his
want it
way
a
out of him, man.
competition. They didn't want it to be a competition. They
No, they
didn't.
didn't. That wouldn't have been here. It's just strike a luck. Tony Romo get hurt, Kellen Moore got hurt. That stood up. I think when it's going Romo would have won that playoff game.
Damn. Well, Tony
Yeah,
Romo said on the side, I want his job back. They didn't give it back to him.
because
Tony Romo's like, he's like, hey, man, hey, I'm ready.
you know why? Because he had built a relationship with Jason Garrett, and our locker room is mostly this. So they like, whoa, Dak and Tony Romo didn't win the Super Bowl, and this is going viral if you want to, because he had a dad bod. Tony Romo had the talent to throw and everything, but when you're
And he
not in the
really
gym,
did. Damn.
when you're not in the gym, it's kind of like my boy Luca. When you're not in the gym,
It
shout out to
shows.
Clay. Shout out to Clay Thompson coming to
Give
Dallas
it
Fort
up.
Worth, baby. I'm sorry
Yes.
I had to do that. Yeah, I like that.
Yes. Welcome, Clay Thompson, to the
He
Dallas
Dallas
Mavericks,
champion.
man. Give it up one more time. Yes, sir. Damn.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's what we
So
needed.
yeah,
Anyway,
we
back to the
need we
subject
need
game.
somebody can make a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that that guy, if he's showing and Clay Trey Lance is 20, what, 21, 20
But
years old?
20, he's 24. But man,
Oh,
he's not
no,
proven, bro. He's not
24.
proven. He's not proven.
You can hide it. You can hide it. This is what I'm saying. The best coaches hides their player weaknesses.
Yeah.
Justin
Ooh.
Fields.
Ooh, give it up for that
You
one.
see,
That's
they
good.
didn't. Hold on. So you really think Brock Purdy better than play Trey Lance? Or was he most liked by the quarterback, by the coaches?
I think Cal Shanahan
Because
set
you
him up.
know they made. He did. If you watch that game,
He did.
they made him throw 30 times.
Yep.
Brock Purdy came in there ran the ball because I know your daddy. It's all, man. It's like why they mad at LeBron for bringing his son in. It's all who it ain't what you know, it's who you know, brother.
Yeah, I think they set Trey Lance up and
They did.
yeah. But you
They
know
did.
what now? You could be on to something, man. And I know people don't want to hear this, man, but the bank is broke. So we might have to move on from Dak. And it's not that we want to, but it's because of bad management that we have to let Dak go.
It ain't bad management. I'm gonna tell you one
Yes,
thing. It's not. It ain't
financial
bad
management.
management.
I'm saying
But
financial.
it ain't bad management. It ain't bad financial management because you know one of the greatest, and I got to give it to him. Brady took pay cuts to have a team around him. That needs too much around him to be great.
Hey, Dak ain't won no Super Bowls. Dak ain't finna do that, bro.
Right.
That ain't
That's
finna
what I'm
happen.
saying.
No.
Even if Tom Brady, I understand it, but Tom
Hold
Brady
on. I
took
got
pay
one
cuts
for
to
you.
keep
Hold
the
on.
players
Here's
around him.
one. Here's one for you.
For real. Am I lying? Did he not take Brady took pay cuts?
Yeah, but that Brady got 7 Super Bowls, man. He could do that.
Yeah.
He had promotions.
Mahomes,
He had
Mah-
huh?
Mahomes should. I'm gonna tell you something. Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. If Dak think he need to make more than him, he's a damn fool. Sorry. You need Mahomes took a pay cut. He had got what 500 million for 10 years till he had to redo it. I mean, he redid that to make a team, but he won. He'd have been to 3 Super Bowls, then won 2. So that gotta learn your agent, your agent pushing you to go somewhere where you're not going to succeed. If that don't be a Cowboy next year, he'll be out the lead in the next 2 years.
Mm. Well, that's the thing, man. I mean, if you're gonna sign Dak to a contract, you're gonna have to sign him to at least a 3-year contract. He's
That's
two and
right.
five, and he's 2-5 in the playoffs, bro. So, you're not willing to pay him money because he's. I mean, the numbers don't lie.
I mean, he's a good quarterback, but you got to understand, you need too much around you. You need too many linemen. You need the top wide receiver, and hell, you need the top running back or the tight end. I mean, you need too much. You cannot make it work. Even when somebody go down with Patrick Mahomes, he make it work. Tom Brady made it work. Hey, they Peyton Manning lost Eddie Drains, made it work. They gave him a Super Bowl ring anyway because they knew they couldn't afford it. You get what I'm saying? Certain teams, you gotta value where you're trying to go. If you, hey man, you might gotta take a $5 million cut and get it on the back end. You might have to do
So,
that, but your lawyers or whatever your agents don't give down. They just want they cut.
so if that's the case, oh, man, if that's the case, why haven't they done that?
Because his lawyer and his agent don't want to make that call. It ain't that don't care. That want to play, but when you
Don't
got an
ever say
agent,
you're not playing for the money though. That's a lie.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He say that he's not. He really not playing for the money. His agents are playing for it because the more that 10%, yeah,
No, it's not 10%,
or
fam.
20
It's 3%.
on 2%.
It's
Nah,
3%.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
agent can't get no more than 3%. Yeah, Yeah, I mean that's 3%, and that's only with one agent. That's only with one client.
It's
So yeah,
two
shoot,
hundred six
hey,
two
agents,
hundred sixty
agents,
million or 3%. What is that?
hello, hello. Say
That's
that's
three.
only.
That's 300. At least 3 million. That's 3 million. That's
So
three
yeah,
million
yeah,
six.
that's only one client. So hey, man, while we trying to be football player, we might want to be agents. You know what I mean?
They ain't gonna deal with us. You know what I mean?
But
They gonna deal with that other kind.
so I got to ask you this. So what you're saying is a possibility because of uh of us being in the poorhouse. No, not the poor, the poorhouse. We might have to let
Okay.
Dak walk, and we're gonna go with we're gonna give our we're gonna give our well, we're gonna give Trey Lance the opportunity to be our starting quarterback. Is that what you're saying?
I'm thinking so because we did the same for Dak. You know, in the beginning, Dak didn't throw the ball that many times. We ran with Zeke, and made Dak make plays, which he did. But
Well,
hey, you can hide it. Hell, look at you
so
don't run with the Birds.
so we're saying that maybe basically what Jared Steven is saying, man. Look, Dak, we're not giving you Tom. We're not giving you our guy
Patrick Mahomes.
Pat Mahomes money. You got you. We're not doing that. We're not giving you 60 million. But people are saying. Let me say this for the people out there that's watching this video. The numbers don't lie, Texas. What you gonna do about the numbers? The man has thrown over so many yards and thrown so many touchdowns. How are you not gonna pay this? How you not gonna pay this quarterback? He's one of the best out there.
So I
How you
had
gonna
a.
answer that, Texas?
I'm gonna answer that real well. I had a cousin. We argued because I'm a Texas fan. Anything. So the Mavericks, they was talking about dirt, and I go with this, and he say, "Man, dirt," and I learned this. Tony Romo, that at one time Dirt Nowitzki, and this time Luca, they stack packing until they get their job done.
They said it
Numbers
again.
don't. The
They're
numbers
what?
is cool. They
Padding.
stack packing.
Okay,
Yeah,
padding
they
their
putting all the
stats.
numbers up, but it's not no winning. So would you rather win a game ball or win a game with a field goal? I just care about winning. I don't give a damn win by 3, 1, 2, a field goal. I don't care. But everybody want to win this way by throwing the ball like Patrick Mahomes or win it by Tom. That I don't want to win the game. I want to win how it is. I'm here on the fan. We need to just throw the ball. Just take the win.
You
We
know
ain't won a
what?
Super Bowl in 30 years. How we
That that
win, we win.
that is that's a good one right there, Texas. Because you know what? When you don't have a running game and you have to throw the ball 50 times, of course your number's going to be high. So if you're going to weigh it out, all these numbers that you've thrown for, but the title games are like this, something's not weighing out. I got all these numbers. Why do I got all
Yeah,
these numbers? Because we don't have a running game. So
right.
so yeah, your number's going to be high. You're throwing 50 times. I mean, under Kellen Moore was the guy. He was a guy that thought to run first. I mean, pass first, and I may think about running, but we passing. We're going five wide. Everybody go deep. That's what Kellen Moore did. And then we thinking Mike McCarthy was going to come in and say, he said himself, I want to run the damn ball. I know how to win. Damn, you did the same damn thing, bro. So we're being bamboozled, Texas. What do you think?
Yeah, I think we're being bamboozled because it just try to run, man. Just try. It's like what my cousin told me growing up, man. I don't know if I'm fighting or not. I don't know if I can beat up a dude, but he better not let me know I got something. He might got something, but if he let me know I got something, he in trouble.
He in
So
trouble.
I'm gonna fight. I might lose. You in trouble if you see I got something and I gotta believe. That's why a bully don't want to play. It's like a bully. You don't never want to fight. Somebody can fight back. You want to be able to hit him in his eyes and fall down, but you hit him and he come on and he fighting every time you see him. You don't want that. So we got to be the bullies.
Yeah. Now
We
you
got to
you
be the
you
bullies. than just our division, we're winning our division. We the big boys.
No, I
But it's
agree with you.
outside of it will get us.
I agree with you on that, man. I mean, again, it's something that we have to think about, man, because man, we're in a bad way. I mean, like I say, and like you said, we haven't lost anything, and I'm really excited about this Mike Zimmer defense. I'm really excited. Defense. One
Me too.
that one thing about that, Mike Zimmer is holding everybody accountable.
And Mike Zimmer, watching Mike Zimmer, he's he put someone on the 49ers with a defense. We're not we got,
Yes,
you know,
yeah. So
because he running that wide.
yeah, he knows how to play that motion offense. He knows how to beat the motion offense. Dan Quinn did not know how to beat the motion, and it killed us every time. Every time we played a motion offense team, we got beat. And Dan
The
Quinn never
Cardinals.
figured it out because Dan Quinn runs the same defense. He doesn't change. He doesn't allow his cornerbacks to match up with the best player. They keeps them on the same side.
Cardinals.
You know, we saw that with Richard Sherman and all those guys. In which and I like Dan Quinn because Dan Quinn did come in and take us from giving up 232 touchdowns. I believe that's what it was, 232 touchdowns in one season. And he turned us around and made us in the top 10 defense. So big ups. That was a big improvement, but I mean it caught up to him. So
Yeah.
I'm again I'm really excited to see Mike Zimmer because Mike Zimmer, I did a video and the way he stays on those guys and how he hammers down on those guys. Hey, bro, there ain't no room for error. He reminds me a lot of Jimmy Johnson. So it's gonna be something to
He
see,
coached with
man.
him.
Yeah. So man, look, we almost been on here for an whole hour, man. See that's what I'm talking about, barbershop talk. Just get over here and start chopping it up, man, and don't even pay attention to the time. It's almost been an hour we've been on here, man. But what's some of your final words or something you're looking forward to seeing as far as this training camp, or what's some of your final words and you want to share with everybody out there that's watching?
Man, if everything right, man, if these linebackers come together and if that old line come together and we use it. I want to get back to the old Dallas Cowboys when we have 1,000-pound line. And we always had good linebackers from Dexter Coakley, Dak Wynn. We always had good linebackers. So let the linebackers work, man. And, I know you got to switch it up and make it pass. I like it depends. But when you see something coming with running backs and double tight ends, man, you got to have linebackers again. Them safety's too little, man.
Yeah.
So just play the game, man. Play the game to the best, man. And my boy G, man, you doing a hell of a thing, man. Love this podcast.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Well, you more than welcome to come out here on here anytime we on here, man. I appreciate you coming on. We go way back, man, and we always been into this football thing from Pee Wee up to our Dallas Cowboys, man. So this is what we do, man. But I appreciate you coming on. But I'm gonna say this, man. What I'm really looking forward to seeing is this training camp. See who's in training camp. Just I want to see what this defense look like. And I want to see what these rookie offensive linemen look like. I want to see what Tyler Guyton look like. I want to see what Beebe look like. Tyler Beebe look like. Because those are my biggest concerns. Having two rookies come in and being your starters. And I know it's going to be competition at that position, but I want to see how they're moving, how they hold up at those positions, to where I can kind of become a firm believer. Like, okay, yeah, these guys might be okay. So. I guess that's what I'm looking forward to seeing.
Can I ask you one thing? We got better at center.
That has yet to be proven.
I think we have.
Well, now, you know what? And you're right. But here's the deal. As a player, Tyler Beebe, he is a dog. He is a for sure top offensive lineman. My only
Right.
concern is he's never played the center position. That's my biggest concern. And there's a lot that goes into being a center, Texas. That's the only thing my problem is. Not everything's going to be, you know how it is when we used to try to teach our centers how to be centers. You got to get the ball to the quarterback, but everything is not going to be under center. You're going to have to be able to come to this line, read this defense, find out where Mike, know everybody's responsibility, get the ball to the quarterback, and then make your block.
Well, I think, but the thing is, it's like, and be honest, did that, but he was too light in the A. You hear me? Too light. That's why we really couldn't run the ball too light. You strong. He's strong and he fought like a dog, but that's like a pit bull on a chihuahua. Not gonna be pretty.
Damn. Nah, he a little bit bigger than I'm trying. Now, how about pit bull on a Labrador or something, but not no Chihuahua.
You
Damn, come
know,
on,
man.
Tyler. Tyler was. I mean, come on now.
He was fighting, but you know how you had. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. You know how you come to the house, man. You go to somebody's house and you hear that rah rah rah, that poodle, rah 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 rah. And when you get in the house,
That joker
you
running.
know, running to the room.
Yeah.
But you go to the house, that pit bull, are you? And he ain't moving.
Yeah.
I don't care if you got a stick. He wasn't moving. You hear me?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
Well,
what
that's
did
something.
it,
That's
brother.
something we got to see, man. That's something we're gonna see, man. But I'm not gonna hold you no longer, brother. Again, I appreciate you coming on, man. You know what time I come on Monday night, so whenever you got time and you got a way to get away, come on and come and rock with your boy, man. G, the number one
And
Cowboy
then
fan. Have you know we how
you
we
know it's
chop it up
Cowboy for life. It's Cowboy for life,
already,
Lamont.
already. So with that being said, like I always say, make sure you do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share this video and make sure you hit the notification bell so you will be notified when the next video is posted. And like I always say, stay safe and be blessed. We out. Deuces.
Peace.